Ready for a deep dive into a case that really highlights the complexities of family court.
Absolutely. This one is fascinating.
We're looking at Elena Ward's story. She filed this complaint, and it is dense. But the heart of it is she wants to reunite with her 5 kids, hasn't seen them in over 263 days.
263 days. And she hasn't been able to see them because she's in the middle of this custody battle. It's messy.
And at the center of it all is this guardian ad litem, Victor Langston.
Right. And the guardian ad litem, or GAL for short, that's a court-appointed role. Their job is to represent, really to be the voice of the best interests of the children.
So you'd want that person to be like super neutral, right? Like totally objective, just looking out for what's best for the kids.
Exactly. They're supposed to be impartial investigators, talk to everyone involved, the parents, the kids, teachers, therapists, really get a full picture.
Okay, so they have a pretty crucial role, which makes what Elena's alleging even more concerning.
Right. Elena's saying that Langston has not been objective, that he's shown bias against her, and potentially put the kids at risk.
Wow. So she wants him removed, and she's asking for a full investigation.
Exactly. She doesn't trust him to make recommendations in the best interest of her children.
Which, if you're in a custody battle, that's like the last thing you want to be dealing with, on top of everything else.
Absolutely.
So let's get into the specifics. What's Elena saying Langston's done that makes her believe he's biased and not looking out for her kids?
Well, she describes several incidents in her complaint. Like, she talks about his behavior in court.
Okay, how so?
Well, she says Langston completely ignored her, like completely blanked her, but then was super friendly with her ex-husband and his lawyers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like warm greetings, chatting with them, and she's just sitting there feeling invisible.
I bet. Talk about adding insult to injury. I mean, you're already in this emotionally charged situation.
Right, and whether it was intentional or not, that kind of behavior, it can really make someone feel like they're not being heard.
Totally. And like you were saying earlier, if the GAL is supposed to be neutral, that doesn't seem very impartial, does it?
Exactly. It plants seeds of doubt. And it makes you wonder what's happening outside the courtroom.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so that's his demeanor. What else? What other concerns does she raise?
Well, she alleges that Langston dismissed her concerns about her children's health, which, like we were saying, that's kind of his whole job, right? To be aware of their well-being.
Yeah, that seems pretty central to the role.
Right. So, for example, she found out from friends, not from Langston, that 2 of her children have developed vitiligo.
Vitiligo. Isn't that a skin condition?
Yes, exactly. And we've talked about this before, but it can be triggered by stress.
Oh, right. And I'm just thinking, these kids are going through a custody battle, separation from their mother. That's incredibly stressful.
Absolutely. And that's why it seems like something Langston should have been on top of, or at least he should have told her, right? Kept her in the loop about her children's well-being.
I would think so. It's her kids.
Right. But she found out from friends, which is pretty disheartening, I'd imagine.